This is gonna be a sweaty video, so I have my fan on, hopefully the microphone won't pick that up, but it's time to show you my Nintendo, Xbox, PC physical game collection. It was the third most voted option in the poll I made like I don't know, a month ago. So I'm gonna follow that order and I'm gonna slowly show you every single game in my collection. I'm gonna start from the Nintendo games. Some of them you've already seen in my, I think it was in the console collection videos, both of them I think. So if you watch those videos, some of these games you may have already seen. But I'm gonna start with the DS and 3DS games, which I have in this small case right here. As you can see, I have the new Super Mario Bros. And the Super Mario 64 DS games here, which I have the original cases for, and these two games are so good. I think that this game, actually, the new Super Mario Bros. Game on the DS, was my most played DS game. For a while it was the only game I had on the DS, and I played it so much, both alone and with my cousins, with my friends, and I remember it was so much fun trying to find all the secret worlds and the secret levels in this game, and I still play it today with my girlfriend in the multiplayer. Yeah, it's probably still my favorite DS game to this day. Then, as I said, there's Super Mario 64 DS, which is another classic. I didn't play this game as much as I played New Super Mario Bros. Because I remember it was so hard for me when I was younger that I would frequently take breaks from playing it, but it's still like such an interesting Mario game to me. I really love the creepy vibes it has too. Some of the game sounds in this game actually used to scare me a lot when I was younger, like that laugh. I don't know, I haven't played it for so long. It must be like 15 years now that I haven't played it. And it kind of feels like a fever dream, but I definitely want to get into it again. And I would love to be able to finish it. I might have to ask my girlfriend to help me though, because I think she almost finished it, but I never really got close to the end of the game, honestly, so she was definitely better at it than me. Then I have a few 3DS games, Cookie Mama Bon Appetit and Animal Crossing New Leaf. Cookie Mama is definitely a fun game. I have played a few of them in the past. I don't have the cartridges though, but it's always fun to occasionally pick it up. As for Animal Crossing New Leaf, I only played it a little bit, and I would really like to get the original case for it, because as you can see, I don't have any of the original cases for these two 3DS games. And I've seen some people sell the Animal Crossing New Leaf original game case for like $4 or $5, so I'm definitely planning to get that at some point. Now let's get into the Wii games. I've got these two very beat up cardboard paper cases of New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Wii Sports. I still play Wii Sports with my girlfriend and it's still so much fun. I think this is actually like still one of the best Wii games, and back in 2008, 2009, almost everyone had a Wii, and every time I would go to someone's house, they always had this game in the console, so I played it so much. Even before owning a Wii of my own, which is actually my girlfriend's, I have played this game so much. I really cannot think of anyone who didn't have a Wii back then, except for me, because back then I was still playing on my Xbox 360 and PS2, but yeah. Amazing game, still worth it. I haven't played a lot of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. As I said, I played a lot of New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, but I only played this version a little bit with my girlfriend, and I have noticed there's a few differences compared to the New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. There's a lot of new stuff in it, so it's definitely worth checking out even if you played the original DS version. I'll have to ask my girlfriend to pick it up again to continue playing it together. Now let's get into the normal, decent cases, because I mean, look at these. I really don't like what they did with these two games. I really wish they just used the normal cases. The white cases for the Wii are also like so clean, so pretty, and I really don't like those cardboard sleeves cases. But yeah, Animal Crossing, let's go to the city. This was actually the first Animal Crossing game I ever played. It is my girlfriend's copy and she basically introduced me to Animal Crossing. I definitely wasn't used to this genre of games and it is a bit grindy, but it's also so cute and relaxing. It genuinely got me through like some hard stuff actually. I go back to this game every time I feel very stressed out and it really helps to wind down. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and I think I've already said this, but I only played basically the last 30 minutes of the game, or maybe 1 hour, I don't really remember, because my girlfriend could not beat the final boss of the game, so she asked me to help her and I did, but I basically only played like a little bit of the game and then the final boss, so it felt very strange. But yeah, I was able to beat the boss. I saw the ending, but I will have to replay this game again from scratch because it looked beautiful. Tony Hawk Underground. I have heard so many amazing things about this game, and the only other Tony Hawk games that I've played and really enjoyed were the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered games, and I tried this game for a little bit and it looked so much fun. So unlike Tony Hawk American Wasteland, I've decided to keep this one because as soon as I'm in the mood for a skate game, I'm definitely gonna dive into this one, and if I enjoy it I might get the second one too, Tony Hawk Underground 2. And yeah, I really enjoyed the Tony Hawk games. I did have Skate 2 at one point, but I've noticed that I don't enjoy the skate games as much as I enjoy the Tony Hawk games. I don't know, maybe the more arcadey feeling of these Tony Hawk games is just better for me. I find them more fun. I don't know, I think I just prefer games that are more arcadey instead of realistic. But yeah, I am gonna sell American Wasteland though. Now we're gonna get into the Xbox 360 games. I didn't really say it, but this is the only OG Xbox game I have. I used to own like 3 or 4 Xbox games, OG Xbox games, but I've decided to sell them because I just was not playing any of them. This is the only one that I'm genuinely interested in playing. But getting into the Xbox 360 game collection, we have Dead Island 1 and Dead Island Riptide. I haven't played any of these games yet. I only tried this one for like, I don't know, half an hour or maybe 15-20 minutes, and it looked fun. I think that when I bought these games I was looking for zombie games, but right now I'm not really in the mood anymore. I've always been curious about the Dead Island franchise, so I'm definitely gonna play them at some point. I got them for very cheap too. Then, more zombie games. Dead Rising 1 and Dead Rising 2. Same thing as the Dead Island games. I haven't played these games yet. I only played Dead Rising 2 off the record, I think it's called. I never finished it either, but it was so much fun and I'm looking forward to play these 2 games. Now yes, before you say anything, I do already own these 2 games on PS3. I own the standard version and the Game of the Year version for both of these on PS3. I know this is kinda crazy, but hear me out. These 2 games on PS3 run so poorly. They have a lot of issues like stuttering, freezing, and just very low FPS. But PS3 was my platform of choice for the 7th generation, so that's where I played most of my games during the 7th generation. So initially I played Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, the standard editions on PS3. Then I bought the Game of the Year and Ultimate Edition to play the DLCs. But actually, the first time I ever played Fallout 3 was on the Xbox 360, and I still remember playing it for the first time, getting out of Vault 101 for the first time. I got hooked. I loved it so much, and I still love it so much to this day. It's my favorite video game ever. And then I played Fallout New Vegas on PS3 a few years later, like maybe a year after it came out. I think it was in 2011, and I loved it, but I definitely prefer Fallout 3. I just love the vibes of the post-apocalyptic Capital Wasteland so much, and the Xbox 360 versions run a little bit better. Honestly, nowadays I only play these games on PC since they run a lot better on that platform. The Xbox 360 versions are also good enough, especially if you play them on the Xbox One through backwards compatibility. But I keep the PS3 versions because that's where I got the Platinum Trophy, and as crazy as that may sound, I would like to get the Platinum Trophies for these two games again in the future on my second account, which is definitely a crazy task because it was a nightmare getting those platinum trophies on PS3. I think you couldn't really save too many times because if the game save file got too big, the game performance would get worse and worse, so it would freeze more and more. I was playing one of the last DLCs for Fallout New Vegas as I was getting like 100% of all the trophies available in that game, and I remember the game running at like 10 FPS. Sometimes I think it was even lower than that because my save file was way too big, but I did it. Sorry for talking about these two games so much, but I love them. I think I could talk about them forever. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I played this game a lot, but I never really finished it. I remember just using the Leviosa spell and throwing things at people all the time in this game. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I haven't played it in a long time. The physical version also used to come with the map of Hogwarts, and I used to play with this map so much as a kid that, as you can see, it got pretty ruined. It's literally falling apart as I'm touching it. But yeah, I am a big Harry Potter fan and this game was fun, so I'm definitely gonna revisit it at some point. Saints Row 1 and 2. These are my favorite Saints Row games. As I said before, I don't love the Saints Row 3 and 4 games. I love the style of these two way more. It's a shame that you can only play this game on the Xbox 360. There's not even like a PC version of this game because it's actually really good. I replayed it like a few years ago and I was amazed by the graphics. They still hold up so good even today in 2026. As for Saints Row 2, this game introduced me to so much great music. I was one of those kids that listened to My Chemical Romance, Paramore, and a lot of emo music, and this is how I found it. I genuinely still listen to the Saints Row 2 playlist on Spotify. I feel like this game really shaped me in a way. I was like just a kid, way too young to play this game for sure, but I would just drive around with the radio on and listen to emo music. That's it. But yeah, I own this on PS3 too, but this is where I played it for the first time. Just great memories with this game. Spider-Man 3. This is a lot of fun. If you play this game nowadays, I think it's impossible to take it seriously. There's so many silly things in it, and it's also like a decent Spider-Man game, but it's mostly just silly. I don't think I ever finished it, but I have played it a ton, and it's also like the only Spider-Man game where New York actually feels like the big city that it actually is in real life. The buildings are so tall, you feel so small in this game, but it's a really cool feeling. It definitely feels the most accurate. So yeah, a lot of childhood games on the 360 as you can see, including Superman Returns. My second favorite superhero is Superman, and I think that this is actually the best Superman game out there. It's not perfect by any means, but it's really fun and it's the best open world Superman game. I really wish they made another Superman game though. I really don't understand why they haven't made one in so long. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. The cover art is the original standard version one, but the disc and the manual inside are the Game of the Year edition ones. So there's like 2 discs, and I got this game for the 360 because I used to have it on PS3 and it ran terrible. So I found this copy for very cheap. It is the Game of the Year edition, and I'd really like to try it again at some point because playing it on PS3 just put me off playing it completely. It ran so bad that I could not enjoy it, but I love Skyrim so much, so I'm sure that I would love Oblivion too. The Orange Box. This game includes Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal 1. I don't really care about Team Fortress 2. I mean, it's free on Steam if you want to play it, but I'm really interested in playing Portal 1 and Half-Life 2. I've never played any Half-Life games, but I've heard amazing things about them. And also, Portal 1 I actually played a lot on the Xbox 360 in my childhood and had tons of fun, but I never finished it. So I will have to go back to it and finish it. And then I will play Portal 2 on the PS3. Now, the only Tom Clancy game that I still have in my collection that survived all the downsizing and purges, and it's Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Vegas 2. As I said before, I also enjoyed Tom Clancy Advanced Warfighter 2, but I didn't keep that one because the only way I was able to enjoy that game was playing it with someone else, and I don't really have anyone to play it with anymore. I really don't think my girlfriend would play something like this or Advanced Warfighter 2, but I kept this one because it was my favorite Tom Clancy game, and I think it is also very enjoyable to play alone. Now, the last two games are physical PC games. How long has it been since you've seen a physical PC game? Be honest. It's only two games, but they're definitely interesting. Yeah. Desperate Housewives, the video game. Wait, please. Hear me out. Why do I own this? First of all, I bought this in 2013, okay? So wait, I didn't just buy this game. Second, I wouldn't really say a big fan of the show, but I did like it. Still, I was definitely way too young to watch it, but my mom used to watch it and I would watch it with her. And in 2013, I found this game on Amazon for like $8. I bought it because I was so curious to see what it was about, because it's like, what type of game can you make out of a show like this, right? Well, let me tell you, this is actually a The Sims copy. I don't know if you can see it, but you can basically create a family, you can decorate your own house, and you can talk to the other characters from the show, and the game plays exactly how The Sims plays. It's basically a copy of The Sims 2, but set in the world of Desperate Housewives, the TV show. And I mean, how interesting is that? So please don't judge me for keeping it. I haven't played it in a long time, but I really want to play it again. And also, you can play this offline. You don't need an internet connection to download the game or anything like that. There's no codes to redeem either, no keys, nothing. So I basically kept only two games because they were the only games that I could still play today. A lot of PC physical games just don't work anymore, unfortunately. And the only games that are still safe are the ones that you can play fully offline, then don't require any type of internet connection or activation to play them. Sometimes they also have like compatibility issues with Windows 11 and Windows 10, but I tried this game when I was deciding whether or not to keep it, and it works fine, thankfully. Because yes, it would have been so tragic if the Desperate Housewives video game would not work anymore, right? Then the other PC physical game I own is the Fallout Collection. This physical version has a lot of issues. You have to download the patches from the internet because you need the patches to play this collection. Otherwise, they just don't run. They have a lot of graphical issues, but once you download the patches, they are perfectly playable. I only tried these three games for, I don't know, 10 minutes, and I could not really get into them because they're very different from the Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76 games, because these ones are the Interplay Fallout games, and the other ones, the ones that came after, are the Bethesda games. So they're definitely different, and I was not able to get into them much, but I do want to give them a second try. But yeah, in case you were curious, these are the only two physical PC games I own. I used to have a lot more, but as I said, they just didn't work anymore, so it made no sense to keep those physical games, and it was really sad to see physical PC games dying out through the years. But I had a few people that were very curious about which games I own on PC, and it's only these two because, just like basically anyone else, I mostly own digital PC games. So yeah, that is it. that is all. Sorry if this video was a bit weird, but I'm really struggling right now with the heat. It is so warm in my room right now. I have to like splash some cold water on my face now. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next physical game collection video will be the PS4 one, which will probably be a long video because I own so many games on the PS4. So if you're curious to see which ones they are, stay tuned. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!